It's a replay. Isabel Hannah picks it up over to Somerville, 2 out. And into bat is the designated player, uniform 96, Jenna Trim. Carly Moore says it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And she was 3 out. Introducing the defensive lineup for Manly. At right field, Caitlin Barlow. Centre field, Michelle Cox. Left field, Abby Morris. Shortstop for this afternoon's game is Kira Trim. Third base, Brianna Trim. Second base, Andy Lau. First base, Hannah Barlow. Catching this afternoon's game is Isabella Lorenzo. And on the pitching plate is Chelsea Bennett. The coach for Manly is Jessica Morley.
Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park for this
leading off the hitting for North Shore.
Opens
the shortstop
championship. This match between the Manly Warringah team and North Shore. Apologies for a few technical difficulties as we got ourselves sorted out. We are good to go here. North Shore in the bottom of the first. Manly Warringah not able to score any runs in their opening at bat. So now it's up to North Shore, and Alyssa Mile will lead us off. Adam Collins here in commentary, joined by Jamie Barrington. Jamie, this one will decide who goes straight into the grand final. And both teams have been exceptional right throughout the tournament so far, and really demonstrating how women's softball should be played.
You're not wrong there, Adam. Undefeated, both in their pool games, coming through to the crossover. Now this to get into the big dance first. And they've been playing exceptionally, both these teams, and both pitchers, Bennett and Grace Rickson, have been on fire for both of them. And the defensive lineups that they both have. If you don't get that ball through over the top of the infield, you're going to be thrown out.
We're looking for the inside there, didn't quite get the call. 2-2 the count here for Alyssa Mile, lead-off batter for North Shore. Chelsea Bennett in the circle for Manly Warringah. You get the job done. Ooh. That one fouled away. Solid contact, hit hard into the net down the third base line.
Did not miss that, did she?
Absolutely.
Got on it, saw it nice and early. Great contact. Trim there at third base. She's glad it was going wide.
Came off the net, straight back to her. Ready to go again. Off-speed pitch there.
Good change. I like it.
Mile was right on it. She had to get contact and was able to do so. Good at bat here for Mile, staying in the count, making Bennett throw plenty of pitches as well. That's one right at the top of the zone, and the umpire punches her out. That's the first out here for Manly Warringah. Chelsea Bennett with a K2 to start off.
It's
interesting she let that one go, JB. She's had a swing at most of the other ones as we see Isabel Hannah step up to the plate.
I think she just thought that one was going to stay high, but it certainly dipped coming in to the plate. And definitely a strike. Oh, that's a lovely piece of contact. And that cleared the bar area. Look at that. There's about 4 people diving out the road there.
No drinks spilt. There were no drinks injured in the making of that shot.
Bar opened 5 minutes ago, so they're all fresh drinks in there. No one wants to be losing that. Strike one.
Hannah now. And strike two. She let that one go. This North Shore batting lineup.
Yeah, it's a good lineup. So's Manly's. They are super strong.
That one hit down the third baseline. Called foul by the umpire.
Foul? What do you think there?
Yeah, I think the first bounce was on the stripe.
Certainly caught the chalk.
And then...
I'm just not sure if she was in foul territory when she tried to grab that ball, but...
Trim left the ground and reached out over the foul ball line, but foul was the call by the umpire, and we get set to go back underway. There's another one. Change up, also at the top of the zone. This time the umpire doesn't like the look of it.
Yeah, that one didn't dip. Stayed high. Good call. Straight through.
1 ball, 2 strikes here for Isabel Hannah. That one low on the outside. Hannah.
Now goes to 2 and 2.
To the count here for Isabel Hannah. Bennett winds up this one, hit into the ground, a little chopper to second base, picks it up. Hannah with the wheels, but not there in time, says the blue on first base. That was touch and go for Hannah.
I think you're right, touch and go is the word. I tell you what, I looked down, it was a slow roller. Lau did exceptional at second base to pick up and throw quick. But when I looked up, the runner was already crossing the base. Gee, she was lightning.
Isabel Hannah, known for her speed. She is a real rabbit. And throw had to be on the money, and it was. As we see now, Rachel Lack. The big hitting left centre fielder up to bat. And Lack goes for the opening pitch. Fouls it away into the back net.
Only a couple of years ago, we were watching Lack in the outfield of the Australian Olympic team.
Absolutely. Great experience, great skill, and a known, as we said, big hitter. She can certainly clear the fences here. She's done so on many occasions. 2 down for North Shore, bottom of the first.
They would like one of those right now, I reckon.
That'd be on the menu, certainly on the order. Low on the inside. Black just watches it.
Two balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Black set once again. Bennett delivers. Black punches that one.
That's going to get safe.
Into shallow left field. Picked up on the bounce. And the throw comes into 2. Holds Lack at 1. So runner on base here for North Shore.
Lack found some grass. She's on board.
Yeah, Lack. I don't think it was the cleanest shot she's hit, but it did the job. Brings up Maddie Baker.
Maddie Baker had a couple of seasons over there in college ball in the US. Now back here with the home team North Shore. Let's see what she can do.
Oh, that's a
That
good
one,
piece.
Beautiful line drive, gets away.
Ooh.
Picked up in centre field. Nice safe hit there for Maddie Baker.
I think Lack realised that was Coxie coming in and picking that ball up in centre field. I thought, whoop, I'm not going to take that arm on.
She had a little bit of a look, didn't she?
Tilly Newman has come out to run for the catcher there, Maddie Baker.
Yeah, speed up play, 2 out for the catcher, so Maddie makes her way back after that safe hit. This one hit hard to centre field. It comes in and
Cox.
gloves it beautifully. Michelle Cox, beautiful anticipation and movement in the outfield. As soon as contact was made, she was onto it.
Sienna Burgess, she certainly got a piece of it, but look at Cox. That was outstanding.
Yeah, all smiles, and that is the play that we know Michelle Cox is absolutely capable of. So that retires North Shore 0-0 here as we make our way into the top of the second.
Certainly a very, very strong defensive lineup for North Shore now to come back out here. 0-0. I think this one will be a nice close game. I'll run through that defensive lineup there of North Shore. So we've got the lineup looks this way. We've got Grace Rickson. They had her as the DP, but she is pitching. So Grace Rickson is pitching through to Maddie Baker. And Belinda Somerville, a national champion only a couple of weeks ago here for the over 35 New South Wales ladies. Now she's at first base. Isabel Hanna, second base. Shortstop, Alyssa McGill. Nicola Maitland is the third base. Left field, Sienna Burgess. Centre field, Rachel Lack. And the right field is Tali Moore. What about that for a lineup?
It's a great lineup. Plenty of representative experience in their state and national. Great to see them plying their trade here for their home association, the North Shore District. It really is a very solid lineup, as is the Manly one as well. So this game will go down to the wire. And lead-off batter here is in the number 4 spot, Brianna Trim.
Super player, Brianna Trim. Been in a New South Wales Open Women's for the last few seasons. Third base.
Yep.
Second.
Nice change there for Rickson. Off-speed pitch.
Is the second base player. No, the third base player, Jenna Trim.
Rickson ready now. Trim faces off. Big swing on that one. It's a solid cut there from Brianna Trim. Not able to get contact, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
She made contact with that one. It would have been in the old soccer fields over there.
Trim ready now. Rickson back in the circle. Set. Another nice ball there from Rickson. Trim gets a piece of that one. Fouls it away into the back net.
I don't know how she got a piece of it. It looked like it was above her head. She still nicked it. Defending that plate of hers.
Just trying to stay in this count here. Trim. Is that off speed again, this time low on the inside. Breaks away. Maddie Baker was keen.
Yeah.
Catches often are.
They do their best. But I'd have to agree with the umpire there. A bit low.
It just dropped right at the last minute as the speed broke. And this one fouled away again. So making Rickson throw the ball here in the circle.
I think it's about a 6th, 7th pitch now. It's outstanding here from Trim. It's always what you want from the lead-off batter, is to see plenty of pitches.
This time she hits it hard and high.
That's
but
foul.
It's going to go foul.
Nelly spilt someone's drink again.
Oh, well past the bar that time. That was a drive through. So Trim Steps back into the plate. Rickson ready to throw another one.
Oh, that's a great piece.
Right field. But getting underneath it beautifully.
Tali Moore.
Wow. Again, the experience of these outfielders.
That was straight off the bat like a rocket. And she just held there, 3 steps backwards and straight in the centre of the glove. That was beautiful work from Tali Moore.
Now Andy Lau in uniform number 61 steps up to the plate. Second baseman that we saw in action defensively earlier on with that beautiful out at 1 on Hannah. And Lau now set to get the job done with the bat. See what you can do. All call.
God, Andy Lau. Very young. I think she's 16, Andy. She was the under-16s batter of the tournament down at the Nationals earlier this year.
Fouls that one away. We'll go to the Gremlins on the roof here at Blacktown.
Eastern 888 ball number 342.
Fouls it. So Lau. Young, but lots of experience. She's had plenty of softball over the last couple of years. Lau playing multiple championships in different age groups. And certainly will benefit from the experience of playing in this lineup.
Definitely an Australian representative of the future there. And again fouls that one off. That's what I love about in the last game, Cumberland and MacArthur, and in this one already, the batters are not giving away their at-bat easy at all. They are defending and defending. It's been exceptional here from the female batters out here. Lau, she's got that into the hole. Oh, no, sorry. I've called it too early.
Yep. Alyssa Mile, she has been on fire in that shortstop position.
From watching that, I thought she just got that just deep enough. It was over the infield and shallow enough to stop the outfield, and instead Mile from nowhere grabs it. Oh, that's straight up. Rickson will take that.
Regulation catch there for Grace Rickson. A little pop back, and the catch taken, and that retires Manly Warringah. They made Rickson throw a few pitches there. There's some good contact, and as you said, the real sign of how these girls are playing with the bat in hand, it's attacking aggressive softball. They're swinging the bats. They're not watching balls go by. Not prepared to give away their at-bat lightly. So, see how that keeps up through the game, but it is 0-0 here as we make our way into the bottom of the second.
Yeah, it's going to be, again, Bennett out there. We'll better run through that defensive lineup of Manly. And it looks this way. Chelsea Bennett, as we know, pitching through to Isabella Lorenzo. First base is Hannah Barlow. Second base is Andy Lau. The shortstop, Kira Trim. And at third base, Brianna Trim. The outfield looks this way. Abby Morris is at left field. Michelle Cox, centre field. And Caitlin Barlow is at right field. What a set of lineups. No wonder these two have been undefeated throughout the tournament.
It will be Grace Rickson to get us underway.
Oh, Rickson, that's a great hit.
Grace Rickson drives it out to right field and fair. She's on board. And it's to the plate. It's the first base, Belinda Somerville.
And Belle Somerville now up to bat. Great hit from Rickson down the right field line. Oh, Somerville.
So back to the pitcher.
Yes, she does a push bunt. She's shaped round for the bunt. The first base comes down and she clocks the ball. Bennett not expecting it, fumbles it, gets herself to one and moves Rickson to second base. She did that in the grand final of the over 35s New South Wales v. I'm trying to remember who they played in the grand final. Tasmania. And exactly the same thing. A push bunt straight through the gap and caught him unawares. Got herself safe at one. So she's a bit of a master at that stroke.
And the Manly team coming together there. You see Brown and Trim just letting Bennett know, hey, heads up. It's okay, let's get on with it. Trust the process, trust yourself. We're right here behind you.
Chelsea spends a lot of time overseas playing in the college system now in the States. Oh, there you go. There's the out. Jam the batter up. Pop fly to one.
Nicola Maitland.
Hannah Barlow makes the out. Michelle Cox now. Oh, no, sorry, Tali Moore. Tali Moore into the batter's box. Dangerous batter here.
Runners on 1 and 2.
In the box at the moment,
it's a ball.
right field, Tali Moore. 2 out. No, 1 out.
Only the one. We've only got the one as well. But we do have runners at 1 and 2. I'm going to fill that in. Oh, Moore.
One down to third. They look for the force. And get the force out at 3. Rickson not able to get there in time.
The advanced runner. 2 on. 2 on for North Shore. And we're back to the top of the batting lineup. And it's the shortstop, Alyssa Mile.
Yes, it's Alyssa Mile.
Back to the top of the lineup.
That one's a strike. That one just catching that outside edge. Good pitch.
2 out now. Mile. That's a high ball go. Mile set.
That one low.
Low on the inside. Bit of bat here, patience for Alyssa Mile.
Yeah, once again, 2 and 1 to count.
Has a swing at a high ball. That one fouled away. Just replayed the shot in the head. He wasn't happy with it.
And now we've got 3 ducks on a pond. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Mile with it all to do here. Runners on 1 and 2.
Somerville there. Look at her at second base. She's giving her the heads up. This is going to be an outside pitch.
And an outside swing.
And it was a very good piece of communication there. Good for the batter. I don't know if the signal was too sort of
telegraphed.
Yeah,
too visible.
The arm out waving away like it's wide, it's wide. I think she could be a bit more subtle next time. The catcher's now probably saying, whatever my call is, do the opposite because they're trying to read my signals.
And the experience in this line, both lineups.
So 2 and 2.
Miles set once again. Another little off-speed pitch in the dirt. Picked up beautifully.
Full count now. 2 on, 2 out.
Lorenzo doing a good job behind the plate here for Manly Warringah. It is Mile facing off against Bennett.
Ooh.
Let's one go on the inside, and we have loaded bases for the first time in the match.
That loads it up for North Shore.
Wow.
And into that is the second base player, Isabel Hannah.
Isabel Hannah. Steps up to the plate last time with that. It saw her, or the play to second, it saw her thrown out at one, but just in time.
Ooh. It's a good clip on that. Fouls it off into the back net.
Yeah, and I like the intent to take the first pitch. Loaded bases, bottom of the second.
I think she knows Bennett's going to try and get one strike on her straight away. So, if it's there, why not go at it hard?
That's one go. Umpire calls the ball.
Yeah, I thought it was a big fraction high. I think it was a good leave.
That was a good call.
Must be hard to hold your hands when you see a ball floating up like that.
One down the middle this time. And Hannah lets it go this time.
And the umpire says, I gave you the last one. This one was a little lower. So,
ball, 2 strikes.
Loaded bases.
oh,
Punch down the third baseline.
Nice.
Nelly gets the coach.
those loaded bases remain here for North Shore. Can Manly dig themselves out of this? 2 out.
High ball.
Ooh.
Right at the top of that strike zone, just a little bit out. And again, it's not duck season, but there's certainly ducks on the pond here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. What can Hannah do? She lets out one go.
Well,
Count.
full
This is
count,
Chelsea
loaded
Bennett
bases, right? Bennett needs to get this in the zone.
The batter will be looking.
Loaded bases, 2 out.
Hannah will be looking for this fat one. See what she can do. Gets contact, fouls it away again. A bit of a slap hit there. Wasn't really a full-blooded swing on that one.
Yeah, I think she'll need to try and clear this infield. They're tight. They want to make the play. Oh, that's a great piece.
Over, no,
Oh, great catch.
Position was the left fielder for Manly Warringah.
Abby Morris, is it out there?
Nut Morris, beautifully positioned. We both thought it was going over the top, but there she was, right underneath it.
What a hit.
Anticipated that contact.
That was outstanding. Well done, Manly.
They certainly dug themselves out of a hole there. Loaded bases. Bennett put it right in the spot. Hannah got the contact. Abby Morris finished off that equation with a beautiful catch in shallow left field. Morris may have seen that Hannah wasn't really having full swings at those balls. She was just slapping at it, and she tucked herself in the perfect position.
That outfield did come up nice and shallow, and I thought for a moment she made such good contact it was going to clear that shallow outfield, but Morris had other ideas.
In the top of the third, and leading off the hitting for Manly Warringah is the pitcher.
So we got Chelsea Bennett now, who will come in to the batter's box to start this one off for Manly. Oh, gets a hit. Oh, that is not beating
Down to Nicola Maitland over to Somerville. 1 out.
Nicola Maitland. God, she put herself right behind that ball. Made the simple play to 1. And Bennett, the 5-3 out.
She got down beautifully behind that one. Made sure that the body was in behind it if it checked up. Got the out one, Maitland. Nice out.
Now Hannah Barlow lets that one go. Not even tempted. Barlow, I think, recently signed with a college. Heads off overseas. A group of these girls are heading off in the next week or so. Ooh.
Nice off-speed pitch there for Rickson. Barlow gets a piece of it.
We've got Jess Smith there from Penrith heading off, and Jada Lorrigan from Cumberland heading off. Barlow heading off. It's
a great experience for these young women to head over to that system that they have over there in the US.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you got Matilda Newman from this North Shore team. She's heading off.
Oh, 2 strikes.
So Maddie Baker's been there and done it. Mia Gilmore also playing here in this tournament. Plenty of the girls that have had their college experience in the US back now in their own home system, which is great to see. As we see a big K2 there for Barlow. Swings at a high ball. Brings the plate, Kira Trim.
Kira Trim.
3 trims in this lineup.
Kira, Jenna, Brianna.
I like the first names ending in 8. Gianna, Brianna. What wasn't it? Kira. But it's Kira. So Grace Rickson getting a great job done here in the circle for North Shore. That one high.
She's got a beautiful action, Grace. Just flows nicely through the ball as she...
Does it beautifully. As we see her set once again. Baker gives a signal. Ready to go. Fouled away this time from Trim.
Little wry smile there from Rickson. She thought that was a good pitch.
Kira had to be up to the task, that is for sure. Fouled it away. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Kira Trim.
Oh.
This one hit into centre field.
Oh, Rachel Lack.
Lack just gets underneath it. Says, I'll have these all day, thank you. And that's the 3rd out.
What a simple catch. Beautiful work from Lack there.
I don't know, mate. We call them simple, but you put yourself under one of those, line drives, basically. It wasn't a pop fly or it wasn't a fly ball as such. It was a beautifully struck line drive to centre, and she just came in and ate it up.
Yeah, that's experience for you, and that's why they're elite athletes. Some of these girls, Olympians, and they make the hard look simple.
That's it. They put me to shame.
Unfortunately, if that was me, that ball probably would have hit the back fence, and I would have missed it.
If there's no change up in the lineup, it will be Lack that'll get us underway. She ended the innings in the field, and she'll start us off here with the bat in hand.
Bottom 3. Still 0-all.
Love the body language of Rachel Lack. She's so confident. Just struts into the box. There's no arrogance. It's just confidence.
And patience when she's batting. It's got to be in her zone, or don't expect her to swing.
Very much in control of her emotions.
Such a powerful player too. Tall, strong.
Again,
that's going to go onto the roof.
Solid contact. It'll take a while to come down.
3,482.
You can see her replaying it in her mind. Don't get under it. Don't drop that back shoulder. That's it again. This time she hits it into shallow right field over the head of second base.
It's exactly what she did last time. Just a pop fly over the infield and in front of the outfield. Well, the outfield, they set deeper for her, knowing that she's such a big hitter, but that's the double-edged sword. If she just gets it, they can't ever catch it.
So Maddie Baker now, catcher for North Shore with the runner on. None out here. So good start. Baker with the bunt down the third baseline, picked up by Trim.
That was beautiful play. And Andy Lau, that was outstanding there at second base.
Textbook softball, really. It was the sack bunt, third base down the line.
I think it's... Sorry.
I was just saying, knowing what the play was going to be, the anticipation from Trim, she was down the line, as you said then. Lau came across from second base, covered it beautifully at one, and they get the out. But North Shore, on the other hand, having a runner on two now.
The thing is, when you're out there at second base, you look at the size of Andy Lau, and she had Trim sprinting at her. She had to get across to the same base as Trim, but she was able just to calm herself, get there, stay at the white side of the base, and knew Trim wouldn't collect her.
Another butt, this time picked up by the pitcher, over the top. So a run will score here. Lack makes the way home.
Smart play.
Hello, just a little error there. She got on the ball nicely as it rolled out back to her. And then the throw was just a little bit over the top of the first base.
Well, Andy Lau's about 5 foot, and that was about 9 foot the height, the throw, so she had no chance of getting it, but that's good for North Shore. It gets a runner on, and it scores a run, and Grace Rickson up to bat.
Another known hitter, Rickson. Real all-rounder, getting the job done in the circle, but also very capable with his bat. That one high, let go.
Yeah, not tempted at that one, Rickson. Again, very smart individual batter. New South Wales Australian representative as well. And you've got to get it in her zone or she won't be swinging.
This one go on the inside, just tucks away, looks back to the umpire. The umpire agrees. Ball called. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Rickson. That one hit on the ground. Trim picks it up, gets the ball over to 1 in time. Regulation out at 1.
It was a great throw by Trim there.
Not sure that that was the hit that Rickson was looking for. It seemed to be a bit of a miss-hit.
Yeah, I agree with you there. She's a big hitter of the ball, Rickson, and that one just sort of bobbled off the bat and rolled to third base.
Jammed her up a little bit.
Ooh.
As we see the Somerville now with a swing at the opening pitch in her count. Fouls it away for a strike.
Yeah. Got to learn. I've coached her for a while now, Somerville. You put it in a zone, she's going to punish the ball. So you're going to have to keep moving it about.
One. Off speed again, looking for the outside corner this time. Left-handed Somerville. Barlow working the right side of the plate.
Got a lot of power too. Strong hitter.
Popped away again. So Bennett getting the job done in the middle this time.
That one again.
Just a little bit high. Wasn't too far outside the zone, that one. It was a nice
Yeah, but if you saw Somerville, as soon as that ball let go of the hand, she was not even interested. She knew it was outside of the zone. And that's a good piece. Oh!
Base.
Talk about a bit of luck. It's going to score runs.
The old A-grade bounce there off the base. Looked like Lau was coming across beautifully to cover it from the second base position, but then it just cannoned off the base and bounced into right field. And another run scores for North Shore. So they jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. 2 out and a runner on first base. And again, it's Manly Warringah who come together in the circle just to regain some composure. But there was absolutely nothing that anybody could have done about that one.
That ball, it come off the bat so beautifully. She struck it fantastically well. It was before Bennett knew the ball was passing her, and then all of a sudden, as you say, that square into the second base and takes a right angle bounce straight out to right field. And another run for North Shore.
Good heads-up base running there from the North Shore team. As soon as that ball deviated from its normal path, the coach was sending the runner home. Nicola Maitland now.
Strike one. His 2-down rally continues for North Shore.
That's a good pitch, popped up.
Oh, Lau will take that all day.
She was onto that straight away. As soon as the ball left the bat, she was moving on the pitch, and then that momentum took her into the infield for that little pop fly. And a great catch there for Lau, and that ends the inning for North Shore, but not before they get 2 on the board. We make our way into the top of the 4th here with Manly Warringah, an opportunity to try to get these runs back.
I thought that was brilliant work there by Lau. That she was on her toes, and that's the important thing, right? Not on the flats of your feet. She was on her toes. That ball come off the bat, and within an instant, she took 4 steps in and just camped underneath the ball, made the simple out, ends the innings. Fantastic play.
Most players are always told from a junior age to, never be on your heels, never be on the flats of your feet. You've got to be moving, in the infield, but also in the outfield. And that was perfectly executed then from Andy Lau. So for any of the kids watching at home, have a look at that on replay. You can see she was moving about. And as soon as that pitch was delivered, her momentum was into the diamond. She was able to seize the opportunity.
It's one of the reasons these young girls have found their way up into this Open women's team so young, because they are just so advanced in the way they play the game. And it's good to get experience when you're at that age and you're playing with Olympians. Helps develop. So Michelle Cox up to bat. Good batter here.
Right at the top of the lineup, back to the top of the lineup for Manly Warringah, Michelle Cox. Out, first time around. See what you can do here. He said very experienced softballer, own hitter. Change up, right on the money. Cox puts the head down. Clearly didn't want that one. It's a nice pitch from Rickson.
Great hit.
Hard through the shortstop on the ground, just left field. Beautiful line drive.
Beautiful piece of safety stop out there from Sienna Burgess. Gets down on the knee, makes the simple stop, makes sure that ball doesn't travel any further, holds the runner at 1. She knew she couldn't get her out. The result is to at least hold her at 1.
Abby Morris now, the left field for Manly Warringah. Runner's gone. That ball popped up. Runner has to hold now. Hannah back onto the grass to take that catch. Again, the anticipation, the communication happening there. Both centre field and right field were converging in. They knew that Hannah had that one.
It was a beautiful take. She had to take a good 10 steps backwards to cover that. She does so beautifully well.
Yeah, fielding deep just on the edge of the dirt. She made that one 5 metres into the grass territory. Again, the runner takes a big lead. This time, the new batter lets that one go.
We've got a new batter in here.
Jenna Trim.
No, of course.
Swing. Big swing from Jenna.
Just unusual. Jenna doesn't have a name on the back of it. She probably doesn't want the same trim.
Jenna now. Recent set. This one delivered. Punched high into foul territory.
Yeah, it'll go onto the roof.
Just onto the roof. Nice work from Somerville there, just making sure that she was underneath it if it didn't make the fence. So Trim here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, punched high. This time, foul down the third baseline. Good contact. Just needs to get around a touch earlier on it.
Just
see what you can do here, Rickson. See a change up here.
Runner in, Cox on 1.
That's a nice ball low on the inside, making Trim think about it. Counts still in her favour.
But again, these experienced batters, they just push hard, push hard.
2 balls, 2 strikes on the designated player, Jenna Trim.
That's down and in.
Yeah, picked up beautifully by Baker. Cox on 1, looking to get the second.
It's a brand new ball, that one. So
Ball out.
they're asking one a little bit of grip. So those new balls have got a bit of wax on them, and they're really hard sometimes for the pitchers to be able to get the movement that they need and to grip the ball correctly. Trim.
Oh, Baker
Jenna Trim
behind the dish. She thought that was good. She held it there for a long time. But the umpire didn't want to bar it.
I think when the umpire doesn't call and you hold it and hold it and hold it, it's not going to get any better.
Oh, they're not going to change it, that is for sure.
Oh, great pitch, but look at that.
Black
Oh,
just underneath it beautifully.
that ball from Trim
Second base player, Andy Lau.
came flying off the bat.
And Andy Lau back up once again, the youngster, as described by JB earlier on. Certainly capable of getting a piece of this one.
Oh,
There's a check there at a high ball.
I don't think she needed to be swinging at that
She
one.
certainly didn't, and I think she made that decision halfway through as well.
Yep.
I don't need to be swinging. Oh, sorry.
That's the difference between a very experienced player and one coming through.
This
And
time
that's probably the one she should have gone at.
holds her hands back, and another strike called.
That's all right.
Runners on 1 and 2 here. There you're tying runs out on the diamond.
I'll back her to get a hit here.
2 out. You heard it here. JB's backed her in.
She may
Or is it the commentator's curse? Fouls it away.
That's a hit.
You're claiming that?
No, I'll back her. I'll back her in. She gets a couple of kind words from the head coach down there, Jess Morley.
Yep.
Jess will be just saying to her, as always, just let it come onto the bat and punch through it nice and hard.
So you're just replaying a couple of those swings into mine, and Jess just comes across and has that little quiet word. And Lau is set to go once again, as is Rickson. Runners.
Tell you what, though, when you're a young girl and you're facing Grace Rickson, one of the Open women's pitchers, I don't think it'll be an easy task. Couldn't see many 16-year-olds coming up against many of the men in the boys' side.
Oh, absolutely. That's the difference too in the games, with the men and the women's game. The girls come into the programs nice and early. That's a nice pitch.
And that was a strike too.
Yeah, right down the hey diddle diddle, and big smile from Grace Rickson. She knew she got the job done there. Runners are on 1 and 2. So unfortunately for Manly Warringah, they weren't able to convert those into runs on the scoreboard.
And the old commentator's curse gets it again.
So was there a wager on that one, or was that just a little gimme?
Nah, I just thought, I don't know, I thought she was due.
Well, she'll get another opportunity, I'm sure, as we make our way in the bottom of the 4th. And Chelsea Bennett remains in the circle for Manly Warringah. Just the 2 runs against. So they'll look to shut out the North Shore team here if they can. Plenty of support here for Bennett.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't the best throw.
Lorenzo just about gave them all a haircut the way she threw that ball. It whizzed past their ears.
Yeah, little back rub there for Bennett from Kira Trim. Brianna Trim, sorry. Just letting you know, hey, have your heads up there on those throwovers. Just that one.
Is the right field.
We put the wind out of the sails. Tali Moore leads us off here in the bottom of the 4th.
That one a ball.
Looks to be a nice pitch. A little off speed. This one bunt down the third base line, beautifully placed. And Tali Moore with a beautiful bunt down the third base line arrives safely at first base.
Too quick.
The throw from Trim was right on the money too. It was perfect.
Yep.
Perfect softball all around once again.
Lau got there, Trim got there, but Moore beat him.
And back to the top of the lineup now for Alyssa Mile.
I'm thinking, is there a bunt coming here? She shaped, but I'll be asking, if you're going to come down for a bunt now, I'm asking for a push bunt straight between first and pitcher, because Andy will break.
Oh, that one gets away from the catcher.
Moore is aboard at 2.
So runner in scoring position here. You just see Bennett checking her fingers. It's a little bit high. Got away from Lorenzo.
2 balls, no strikes, none out.
So not the start that Manly Warringah wanted here. The corners are in once again.
Oh,
this one
great hit!
Hard into centre field. Back to the fence. One bounce off the fence. 1 run scores. And Mile, stand-up double, arrives safely at 2. And that was a solid hit. As we see now, the coach come out to the circle. And we'll see a pitching change here for Manly Warringah.
Yeah, we will. Is that Gilchrist coming on?
Kira Gilchrist.
Yeah, I think she's the number 2. Kira Gilchrist. She's wearing, jumper number 2. And I'm pretty sure that's her coming in here.
And a little conference in the centre with the 2 pitchers, the outgoing and the incoming, as well as the catcher. Lorenzo gets together. And they just talk about what they've seen and how the umpire's calling. And now we'll see the warm-ups here for Gilchrist.
She's got the old rosin bag there.
Rosin bag there. You don't see those often. I was only talking to somebody the other day. We don't see those very often.
I was about to say Ellen Roberts uses the rosin bag still.
Yep.
Kira's played for WA for the last 2 seasons.
So again, plenty of experience coming into the lineup here for Manly Warringah.
Not quite sure, but I think Gilchrist may have gone to Pago pitch for Australia. I could be wrong, but I think she may have.
See a nod of acknowledgement there between Gilchrist and Lorenzo. They are ready to get underway. And it'll be Isabel Hanna. Stepping up to the plate, she'll be the first batter to face Gilchrist. New pitcher in the circle. See difference she can make here. Another little bunt attempted.
And that second base player.
Hit and run play.
If you're going to do that, your bat head needs to be in front of your bottom knuckles, or else the ball's going to do that every day, and that's just drift off to the side and go foul. Just needed to square around a lot more.
See the hand movement on the grip. She was looking for another one there, but that ball was high and outside the zone.
Yep. That time she was looking to actually just slap and punch that ball hard, but
low on the outside.
yeah, a little low. Nice trim there at third base, giving the old yes, but the umpire says no. Not fooling me with that one.
2 balls, 1 strike. If she comes around again. That one dribbles into foul territory. Corners were in quickly. The bases were covered.
It was a smart play, but again, to execute that bat head needs to be further around.
If only she was wired up. You could hear your commentary. She can't. She goes again. This one on the outside gets the corner. And that is a called strike. K2.
First batter and a K2 for Gilchrist. Yep, this is Rachel Lack up to bat. What about these two centre fielders? They both play for Australia. Rachel normally plays right field. Coxie plays centre field. And today they're both centre fielders in either each other's team. And if you saw earlier, Lack went to run from 2 to 3 and then realised, whoop, no, it's Coxie, I better get back.
Heads up.
And then earlier, Coxie went, oh, I'll try to go to, oh, I better go back. It's Rachel Lack with the ball. So they've both got respect for each other's arms.
Mutual respect. And Rachel has 2 appearances at the plate for 2 safe hits. Both of them not big hits, just getting over the infield. Ooh. This one dribbled back. Past the pitcher, picked up by the shortstop. There's a little juggle. Little juggle from the shortstop.
Sure now a runner on third base. Coming into bat is the catcher, Madison Baker.
Yeah, Maddie Baker. Clock one last time, Maddie.
Yeah, sacrifice bunt. Beautiful line drive to her first chance at bat. Got it right through the middle. This time she pops it up. Lau going back onto the grass.
Oh!
Unfortunately, that one falls out. There was a little bit of confusion with the outfielder coming in. I just don't think Andy was convinced there. And she pulled out at the last second.
Yeah, I don't know if the outfielder had said she had it. Look, the issue there is if that outfielder can get to the ball, they should have been yelling Andy to hold off and take that catch running into the ball. Absolutely. Instead of for Andy to try and take that catch over his shoulder. So I'm not sure. I think Andy pulled out, but it was just all too late there in the end. That ball was a good 20 metres past Andy Lau. She did an amazing job just to get to it. But that, probably the right fielder, I think that's Caitlin Barlow out there, should have probably just said it was hers and come in and took the catch.
She never really got behind the ball, and I think that's where the confusion came, or what demonstrated that she was a little bit concerned. As we see a beautiful line drive.
That is fair.
Deep left field, a fair hit. Sees 1 run score.
Sienna Burgess again, isn't it?
Yeah, Sienna Burgess with a stand-up double.
Sienna Burgess, that was crunched. That's a second hit of her today where she's crunched it.
Is the pitcher, Grace Rickson.
So Rickson now into the batter's box.
Take a
Couple of runs here.
5-0 lead now.
Gilchrist got a K2 on the opening batter. Then a pop fly.
That's a strike.
But now a couple of runs off the bat. We have another runner on 2. And Rickson watches another high ball sail past. Gilchrist back into the circle. Gets it. Rosen in a hand. Speed pitch picked nicely. Rickson jumping around in the box. She wants that one all over again. It doesn't work like that.
She saw it. Her eyes lit up. She swung just a fraction early and catches it with the end of the bat and drags it foul.
2-2 the count here for Grace Rickson.
Yes, I'm sure someone from the dugout yelling out, "Wait on it, Race. Wait on it, Grace."
That one at the top. Oh, you can hear Trim again calling pitch. Umpire not falling for it. Full count here for Grace Rickson. Oh, swings at a high ball.
Oh, Grace.
She looks straight back at the coach and says, "What am I doing?"
She said, "I could have had a walk."
That was an odd hit selection. Young Grace Rickson.
2 out. Runner in scoring position.
That one she lets go.
Rickson picks herself a walk. We've got 2 runners on now for North Shore.
I was about to say.
Because there's 2 out. Rickson's coming out.
There's Matilda Newman.
And number 74, Matilda Newman, is running for her. And into the batting box, first base player, Belinda Somerville.
Somerville here. So had a line drive through second base last time around.
That was the 90-degree right kick off the second base.
But also that push bunt in the first at bat. So she's been at first base a couple of times in this match so far. That one bounces off the fence, no play.
Super player. The most experienced player, I'd say, in this lineup. Plays the over 35s plus opens.
Oh, dug that one out. Low on the outside, she reached across just to get contact.
Plenty of experience. Played, she'd have, couldn't tell you how many caps from New South Wales. Probably a good 50, 60. And
that's a change up.
Oh, what was that?
Somerville had to get contact. She nearly swung herself into the ground there. Lost the footing.
She's got a few Australian caps as well.
I've got a few of those too, but I had to buy mine.
Oh, yeah, did you? Lucky enough to have one.
Yeah. Merchandise. Certainly didn't earn it. Like Belinda.
Yeah.
This one she punches high.
That's not a good one.
And the catch taken at shortstop. And that's the third out.
Is that commentator's curse again? Struck, give her a wrap, and that's what happens.
And Kira Trim got under that nicely. It was a little juggle. It wasn't all roses, but she took the catch.
But they've done some damage, haven't they, North Shore, in these last 2 innings?
5 runs on the board here. As we go into the top of the 5th inning. And it is North Shore that are getting the job done. So Manly, you can see there before they go into the dugout, they're coming together. Quick words from the coach.
Changes being made. Matilda Newman's going to right field.
Right field.
That is number 9. That is Maddie Durnell's going to first base.
So North Shore coach ringing the changes here. A couple of changes in the lineup. We still see Lack out there. Hannah stays at second. For Maitland still at third base. And of course, Alyssa Mile in the shortstop position, playing beautifully.
Not getting the ball past Alyssa Mile, are you? High or low? Anything within 20 metres of her, she's going to nab. Lorenzo up to bat. Here the 26 for Manly. She lets that one go through. Strike.
Up for Lorenzo. Just the pop fly to the pitcher. Her first at bat. Fouls that one away again. Another strike. Contact on that one too. Good at bat here for Lorenzo. She's certainly staying in the count.
Doesn't miss anything, does she? When she pulls the trigger, she swings hard.
She swings hard, that is for sure. So Lorenzo here. Isabella Lorenzo facing off against Grace Rickson. High one, let go this time. First time she hasn't swung the bat.
Looked outside, and the umpire accordingly calls it a ball.
Ball, 2 strikes here, the count, none out. Here's a swing and a miss for Lorenzo. And a K2 for Grace Rickson.
Gilchrist now. Coming in for Bennett. So she's up to bat. Ooh.
Swings and a ride. Ball well outside the stroke zone.
Well outside or 4 foot well outside? Need the wall there. This time she gets a hit, but Durnell will nab that.
2 out. Coming into bat now, first base player, Hannah Barlow.
Hannah Barlow steps into the batter's box here for the Manly Warringah team.
Nickname with the girls is the Bear. Hannah Barlow, she can hit. Oh, she had a go at that. And accordingly, the umpire calls that a strike one. Very powerful batter, can find this back fence very easy. Oh, swings hard.
Swing
Can't
there.
get to that either.
It was a big swing from Barlow.
It was just a wonderful pitch though by Rickson. It was so quick. Really turned the dial up on that one.
And again, Rickson brings the heat. Barlow, with a big swing and a miss. And that was great pitching from Rickson. And the third out. Going to the bottom of the 5th. It is North Shore with that 5-0 lead here. Scoreboard pressure coming the way of Manly Warringah. They need to shut this one down if they can. And try to get out back onto the diamond with the bats in hand as quick as possible. It really has been that clinical process softball of North Shore that is getting the job done. Yeah,
they used a lot of the short game at the start there, dragged the field in because they were playing pretty deep, and then went to the long game and really found the fence on a couple of wonderful hits. So smart play from North Shore.
It's the style of game synonymous with the ladies in the green and white. Very well developed and softball IQ.
Yeah, they don't run unless they need to. And when they run, they take as many bases as they can. And Zoe Taylor is up to bat.
We're in uniform 21. Zoe Taylor.
Zoe Taylor, left-handed, looking for the bunt here. The corners are slightly down. On the toes converge here on Taylor, putting that pressure on. 1-1 the count.
Good hitter of the ball, Zoe Taylor. So that outfield is very shallow.
There's a change up. That one hit hard on the ground. Gets past first base. There's no one there in cover. And Taylor there in time.
I'll say this now. Barlow missed that one. Andy Lau did an amazing job to drop step, get herself across to just save that from going to the outfield. But unfortunately, Barlow unable to get there in time, and Zoe Taylor gets safe. Brings up Tilly Newman now up to bat.
Newman with a bunt. You heard the call very early in that play.
But what did Matilda Newman not do?
Would it be the bat heads?
Yes, did not.
Of the body?
Yes, it was back behind the plate, so that ball couldn't go anywhere other than foul. That's a better
back
hit.
To Trim. They go for the force out at 2. Fielder's choice. They get the force.
Tell you what, that was great work then by Trim to Lau. Lau had broken quite quickly, got herself to second base and took the lead runner. So Taylor goes out. And Newman gets safe.
Back to the top of the batting order.
Mile.
Mile crunch one last time, was that right?
Beautiful line drive into centre field. It's very solidly struck all the way back to the fence. Scored a run on that hit as well.
I'll say this now, if she hits like that, the speed of Matilda Newman at 1, she will get home.
There's a big lead. Yeah, speed of plenty there for Newman. She certainly got the jump on that one, but made the return quickly.
And that is centre field.
Through the pivots, gets into centre field. So a safe hit, advances a runner.
Yeah, it certainly was. Newman wasn't going to try and go on that arm to third base.
Second base player, Isabel Hannah.
Isabel Hannah, K2'd last time around.
Ooh.
Isn't that the happiest offensive match here, Hannah? One drive that was caught in the previous at-bat, bat before. K2 last time round. This time
that's a
she's
good
over
hit.
the head of the infield.
Cox.
But Cox again had anticipated that.
2 outs.
And it was in very shallow. And I think that's the experience. They know each other well. Hannah and Cox have played together in different representative teams.
And the next spinner for North Shore
And Hannah,
is the centre field, Rachel.
not a power hitter by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, look what's happened there. Outfield have gone deep again. Rachel Lack up to bat. Can she find the gap?
Runners on 1 and 2 here, 2 out.
Lets that one go. Jeez, I thought Rachel Lack was about to explode onto that ball.
This is the batter you want.
Pops
that one
pops
up.
up.
It was a change up.
Trim all day.
High.
makes that out.
Jenna Trim's
And the
underneath.
pop fly taken by Trim at third base.
For the bottom of the fifth.
See Lack coming off. She's not happy with that contact.
Will Short still lead Manly 5 runs to 0.
Well, you can't always be perfect in softball. That's why we play it. It's so hard. And
High
Lack,
fives for Manly as they make their way off. They'll come together again just to talk about this next defensive innings. They trail by 5. So plenty of work for the girls in the blue and maroon to do here.
wondering if there's another change coming here, because saw Nerida Wern out there making a substitution with the umpire, who's now making one.
The Taylor into the game. Well, that was changed previously, so she'll stay in. Who else have we got?
Yes.
in the middle.
Taylor might have been a pinch hit. Because definitely the outfield has stayed the same with Burgess, Newman and Lack.
Re-entry at third
Yep.
base.
Yep.
Nicola Maitland is back.
Yeah, Nicola Maitland stays at third base, and that's right. Zoe Taylor had just the pinch bat.
Yeah.
And the top of the sixth, leading off the top of the sixth is the shortstop, Kira Trim.
Kira Trim, batter in the box for Manly Warringah. So she is the first one to try and rest back some of these runs here. North Shore 5-0. Kira Trim hit solid contact into centre field, but it was Rachel Lack who got underneath it for the final out of the third inning. So Kira looking to get a safe hit here. Pops it up.
Oh no, pops it.
Baker gets underneath it, comes forward and takes the catch.
Takes the catch.
You don't know how hard that is, you know. Like, Baker made that look simple, but she had to spring up, down from the couch position,
In all the gear, mask on.
Michelle Cox.
spots the ball, and then makes it such a simple take. That is outstanding for Madison Baker.
And back to the top of the lineup now for Michelle Cox. Let the
Should
high
I
one
say?
go.
Should just say Maddie Baker. I don't think anyone really calls her Madison too often.
No.
Sorry, Maddie. Experience with Cox here. I'm sure she'll try and get it.
Just a little outside the zone. You could see Coxie just talking about, was it high, was it inside? The umpire just let her know it was a little bit high. So again, the experience of Cox coming to the fore there, just trying to work out what the umpire's calling. That one down low on the outside. No need to question where that one was.
Yep, and I say this now, Rickson straight away knows that she needs to pitch around Cox,
balls.
because you cannot throw her anything straight down the middle.
That one high. Let go by Cox. Makes the way to first base. So base on balls. To start off the inning here, top of the sixth for Manly Warringah. Runner on base. And Abby Morris steps up to the plate. Pop fly caught by the second base last time round. Again, popped up for Baker, but this time over her head behind, wasn't able to get back in time.
Yeah, that
They're
one.
the tough ones.
Well, yeah, it was shallow, low, just flicked up off the bat. If Maddie got that, you'd carry around the diamond on her shoulders.
Abby Morris now set to go. We had runner was going. That one popped up into foul territory. This time taken on first base.
Durnell, simple. Great way.
To the plate, the designated player, Jenna Trim.
Jenna Trim now.
2 out here for Manly.
That one fouled off into the back net.
Michelle Cox was looking to get the wheels on there. She's taking a big lead.
Coxie's saying, give me something.
Come on, Jenna. Work with me here. Trim. Set to go again. Big swing.
Ooh.
Little choppy one.
Geez, that would have been a line drive. Would have been low. Didn't get any elevation. But if she made connection, that would have whistled into the back net.
Trim now. Rickson delivers high. Let's go this time.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out.
New South Wales players facing off against each other here. Little check on that one. Just gets contact to foul away, stay in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out for Manly. Still have that runner on first base in the shape of Michelle Cox. That's a solid hit. Gets through the shortstop for North Shore.
Oh, Coxie!
Cox has a little look at 3 and then decides to hold back. You see Alyssa Mile there. Just showing the pitcher, hey, I've got your back. Sorry, that was my bad. It won't happen again. Now we have runners on 1 and 2 here for Manly. And it's Brianna Trim at the plate. That's a nice pitch.
Go. Little high.
Yeah, Maddie trying to frame it, but the umpire was all over it. Right at the top, outside the top of the zone. Swing and a miss this time from Brianna.
Definitely got to go on there. Big old hack that one.
See what you can do now. Let's a high one go again. So the runners remain on 1 and 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2 outs. They've had this a couple of times where runners have been left on the bases. Can Trim convert these runners into scoreboard points? Low on the inside.
Baker again spending plenty of time framing that one.
She is facing off again. Rickson delivers. Change up. Drilled in hard into the ground. Picked up. Regulation out. Made it 1. Nice work from Durnell on first base. A little leg lift to take that one. And that's the 3rd out. More runners left on the bases for Manly.
And Mile, what an outstanding
Fielder's choice there.
It looks like game. 5 by 5 after 6.
By 5 after 6. So that is all she wrote here in this match, and North Shore make their way through to the grand final of the 2024 Women's State Championships.
And North Shore have defeated
And Manly Warringah, I believe, may be facing off against MacArthur.
MacArthur, yeah, they are here on Diamond 1 in probably about half an hour's time.
So stick around for all of the action. Take a quick break. We're certainly going to. Grab yourselves a cuppa. Have a quick check of the footy score. I can tell you that is Penrith currently leading Newcastle 12-6. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler. But going well. Could have been 18. It's a disallowed try.
Disallowed try. And yeah, we'll take a break and bring you all the action of the preliminary final between Manly Warringah and the girls from MacArthur.
Take care.